Hi, I'm Alex, also known as Parkan in certain circles, and a few of you have asked me how I make my hobbed bolts. Now, I've done quite a lot of work and put a lot of effort into the design process and manufacturing process for this, but I start off with a very new and very expensive high quality M6 tap. These cost me around about £12 each plus delivery charge, and they won't do many bolts, believe you me. If you can find a better M6 spiral flute tap than these ones, I'm interested to hear from you. Okay, this tap is pretty much tired. It sits in the lathe chuck. This is my Myford lathe, made in 1943. Very nice piece of equipment, very nice machinery. The bolts I use are standard M8 from any local bolt supplier. There's nothing special, and I have made myself, out of the vertical tool slide, a special jig. This using a pair of bearing pillow blocks, and this is how I make them. First of all, I place the bolt into my jig. I disentangle the wire from the fan bolts. The chuck is spinning very slowly. One of the issues you have when making bolts is the tap will pull its way out of the chuck, no matter how hard you how tight you do it up. So I now have a tap back in the chuck properly. Hopefully the audio will be better on this video, and I offer the tap up to the bolt. I've already done a batch. It's sitting on my Huxley down there. I'll try and move in a bit closer so that you can actually see that the bolt is being cut by the tap. Let's move it up a little bit. There's not enough light really for the camera to work particularly well. I'm going to need to replace these bearings soon, because I can see that the bearings are knackered. They've got bits of swarf and muck and gunk in them. And another couple of turns round. And just onto a nice sharp bit of the tap to finish. It's been round the whole turn. Mind your hands on the revolving tap. Take the bolt out. This one is actually slightly overcut. As you can see, in glorious low res, one perfectly reasonably hobbed bolt. I'll show you that again. The bolt goes into the jig, offer it up gently. You'll see the bolt starts turning, the jig starts turning. If the jig doesn't turn or the bolt doesn't turn cleanly, take the bolt out of the jig, throw it in the bin. It is scrap. You should just about be able to see the start of the hob forming there. Let's get a bit more pressure on. I'm going to try and focus this a bit without taking your fingers out on the track. Oh, that's a lot better for a close up. And you can see the tap is cutting its way into the bolt, and by the way it's squeaking you can hear, this tap is basically cream crackered. Look, I have another one here. They start off looking all sharp. Hopefully that's given you an insight into how I make my hob bolts. I think I've overdone this one as well. Signing off for now. Cheers.